Sandy Milne is going to join us now, and the reason he's been interviewed is because he's one of the people who's decided that he is going to not lack all conviction. He is going to be conviction itself, and he is going to run for council. Sandy Milne from Whakatāne joins us. Welcome to the show, Sandy.
Hello there. Nice to talk.
You too. Now, you're a Scot. I can hear that instantly. How long have you been in New Zealand?
Longer than you, I think. 60 years.
No, see, you're wrong. There, you got that wrong straight away. Gosh, Sandy. Okay, so you came here when you were 30. Is that right?
31.
31. Okay. You actually made your name, and can I say, we've met, but you won't remember that. When I was a bit younger than 31, I met you when you were researching, I think, hepatitis. Is that right?
That's me, yeah. That was... But, wait a minute. I started that 19... Just a minute, I'll give you the... I started that 55 years ago.
That's right. I was a young researcher for the opposition in National Party between 1987 and 1990. And I was working for Simon Upton, who met you.
No. He was a goodie.
Yes. Unfortunately, he just couldn't handle being Minister of Health. But if you remember.
I don't know about that. I had dealings with him, and he was pretty good. In fact, very firm with errant Ministry of Health officials. So don't, just if you ever see him, give him my compliments.
Oh, listen, he's almost impossible to get out of his cave at the moment as the Parliamentary Environment Commissioner. But yes, I will. Sandy, the reason that I'm interviewing you is because of you have an extraordinary capacity as you're standing for the Whakatāne District Council. You are the oldest person I understand who has ever stood for council in this country. You are 90 years of age. Can I ask you what induced you at 90 years of age to decide that the Whakatāne District Council was for you?
Well, it's partly and mainly because sitting across from me in this house as I speak is the mayor of Whakatāne, who came to help me set up the video. So you don't get him or me by video, but Victor Luca is a mayor for our times. He's a doctor who was recently a professor. He's been the mayor for almost 3 years, and he's a constant opposition from a number of our wealthier councillors who don't know what it's like, never know what it's like to be short of a buck. And I have. I'm probably the only guy in New Zealand who's had to beg, literally beg, when he was a boy during the war. Also, he's sitting around and he's got one vote on at that council table. So the least capable councillor has got the same clout as he has when it comes to the vote. And he's really had a hard time trying to keep the rates down and stop wasteful spending. But he's going to have me by his side in October if I get elected.
So let me get this right. The real reason you're standing is because you want to support the incumbent mayor, and the incumbent mayor
and look after my neighbours.
And look after your neighbours. Okay, so what do your neighbours need?
They need no $30 extra a month, a week. Rates rise by 2 or 3 years from now. $30 for some of the farmers on our council is just a bottle of wine. But, these people I don't think half of the council, I don't think they understand what it's like to be poor, or they think about the poor people, or else they don't care.
So let me get this right. On the Whakatāne District Council, I'm just looking at the website now. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 councillors, or 10 councillors plus the mayor, yeah?
Plus the mayor, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Three of those councillors are elected from Maori wards, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And then 7 of those councillors are elected from the general wards, including, I see, former Green MP Nandor Tenchos is a councillor on the Whakatāne District Council.
Yeah.
Now, with all due respect, if you've got Nandor Tenchos and 3 Maori ward MPs, you'd think they'd have some understanding of what it's like not to have a lot of money, wouldn't you?
Well, thanks us, no, because he I don't know what, I mean, you had six years in Parliament. Thanks us has got 9, so he gets that lifelong pension. So he's got a fairly big income there, and then he's got his council payment, which is about nearly 37,000 a year. So he doesn't support the mayor when it comes to keeping rates affordable. And remember, ratepayers are not just the people who own the houses, but the tenants. They pay the blooming rates. And they're finding it quite tough as it is, but certainly post-COVID. It's not, I don't know what it's like where you're sitting, Michael, but there's a lot of not so well-off people in the Whakatāne area. You should know that. You probably do.
Actually, to be honest with you, I've never been to Whakatāne. I am on a sort of tiki tour around the Eastern Bay of Plenty next month with my wife, because I've argued that you're really a separate country. Given the culture of the place, in comparison certainly to the South Island.
Well, tell your wife that I've got a comfortable home here, a big one, biggish, and I've got comfortable queen beds, and you're welcome to spend a night with me, provided you don't...
Good on you, Sandy. No, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Now, Victor Luca, so Victor made a mistake 3 years ago, your mayor, did he? He went into council, he got elected, but he didn't have a majority of people sitting around the table to support him.
It wasn't his mistake. In fact, the two of the guys who competed for the position with him in council were on the Beacon front page, the next issue, saying we was robbed. We didn't get our jobs back, the chairmanship roles. I wouldn't like to be a mayor nowadays when you got all these people sitting around you with the same clout as you have. But he's had a hard time, and he's still winning though, because he's a scientist. He's also a great communicator, and he's going to win all right. He's going to walk in, but he needs more people like-minded people around the table. That's all.
You've got 2 ex-MPs I see on the Whakatāne District Council. You've got Nandor Tenchos, the Green MP, and you've got Judy Turner as well. I see she was in the House as a list MP. I think, who was she a list MP with?
I can't remember that.
I think that was Peter Dunn's mob, actually. No, I think it was Future New Zealand. That when Peter Dunn.
Yeah, well, our problem is that past mayors have been they've been easy to fool, to put it kindly, and they've cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars in wasted money, and we can prove that. I can give you 3 recent examples of had to backpedal on things.
Can I just, I'm more interested in you. I mean, the machinations of the Whakatāne District Council, I will leave, my friend, to the electors of Whakatāne. And you're putting yourself out there as a candidate, and good on you. Can I ask the obvious question, Sandy? At 90, do you think you still have the acumen to be able to make good decisions for the next 3 years? Because you'll be 93 if you get elected when this council comes to the end.
I'm 91 in 3 weeks' time.
Okay.
I'll be 90. I've got the genes. I'll last a fair while longer, as long as I don't die of boredom around the council chamber.
Well, that's entirely possible. Yes. Well, no. Seriously, if you're sleeping, we'll just go and check that you're alive. Actual fact, is that the story?